I'm Wes, and I'm on a never-ending quest to beat absolutely every game in existence. The great, the mediocre, and the completely unplayable. Welcome to Backlog Buster. Anyways, that's part 1 of 3 for the Dark Souls spell-only trinity. You'll have to wait a bit for the next step in that journey, though. There's visions of Fist ahead. Ha, pranked. It's time for part 2 of the Dark Souls magic trilogy. This time it's, can you beat Dark Souls using only sorcery? AKA, Big Baby Easy Mode for literal babies. Challenge rules. The primary rule for this run is sorcery only. If I need to deal damage, it must be exclusively using sorcery. There shan't be any weapons, and just like last challenge, no shields either. I have to see all of the content. This means completing all of the main and optional bosses, including the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. To truly become a master sorcerer, I must collect every magic spell. But you'll know for sure I've picked them all up when the Wisdom of a Sage trophy unlocks. Listen, you know how this is gonna go, I know how this is gonna go, but let's forge ourselves a narrative, together. This is my original character. You can't steal it, and it's not based on anything at all. It's my original character. I have to pick Sorcerer. It's the only way to start with a damaging spell after all. And I'm gonna need all of this cranium to contain my massive intelligence. Gift as usual is the master key for shenanigans. There's nothing worth grabbing in the asylum until Oscar sells me his very slightly used Estus flask. Man, it's in like new condition. Ah, there's my catalyst. Maybe, for once, I can complete this challenge without failing one of my own arbitrary challenge criteria. Starting to get a little bit of PTSD from that stamp showing up all the time. You can't hit me from up here. Oh no. Uh-oh. This is a pretty poor showing of my dodging skills, but 11 soul arrows is all it takes. Plump Rump Dumper number 1 defeated. Lordran status arrived. Let's do some standard shenanigans. Only this time I'm talking to Rickert of Vinheim first. I will take one more casting of Soul Arrow, please. Ah, the sequel to Double Drake Dodge... yeah, okay. Second Soul Arrow attuned, as if sorcery didn't have it easy enough right out the gate. I got 60 Soul Arrows. Drake's dodged correctly this time, and it's up to Darkroot Basin, then directly to the Undead Parish. I'm grabbing that Firekeeper Soul, then opening the shortcut back down to Firelink. Flask upgraded. Back up to the parish now, and I'll just head back to Andre. Hey, leave me alone, you stupid hollows. Oh no, the Baronique Knight came too? I'll just have to deal with them with Soul Arrow. Oh, Steel Armor. That's interesting. Got a rare drop. Anyways, it's time for a little bit of Baldur Knight's bamboozled and snatching up that basement key. In Miracles Only, burning the battle boar was a good idea, so let's do a repeat of that. Do what you must, I've already won. Yeah, it's way nicer to get past here without that boar on my booty hole. Since I actually have more than 2 castings this time, let's just deal with the rats. Whew, just kidding. Well, you know, I actually have 60 soul arrows, so I may as well just use every single one of them. I'll clear out every single enemy on the way down to that single spear hollow. Revenge. A conservative 48 soul arrows later, and I'm kicking down that ladder. That was a lot easier than last time, let me tell ya. A quick trip down to the Undead Merchant for a residence key, and let's go ahead and save Griggs. Shortcut status unlocked. Dogs roasted, and also soul arrows. But here's the man of the hour himself. A master sorcerer done in by a basic door. Should have picked a larger head at character creation there, buddy. I've got the spell casts. I may as well just burn through the lower Undeadburg now. God, sorcery really is just Big Baby Easy Mode. Especially when you get a set of steel armor as a rare drop right away. Shortcut unlocked. Griggs is back at Firelink Shrine and he's got, well, a whole whack of stuff I want. But for now, I'll just grab myself a 3rd casting of Soul Arrow. Yeah, 90 Soul Arrows in less than half an hour. Very cool, Miyazaki. All the shortcuts are activated. It's time to head back up the standard way to get that Hellkite Drake in. Then I just gotta head up the ladder by the bonfire and get that Drake into position. This is a prime grinding spot now. Climb up the ladder, get the Drake to roast the hollows on the bridge for 555 souls, then head back down to rest. Now it's just repeating this process until, well, I feel like stopping. I could have skipped out on this grind, but work smarter not harder is still in full force here. I'm gonna grind here until I can afford to buy out all of Griggs' wares, since I need to get every spell anyways. This took about 50 minutes of bridge roasting for 50,000 souls. A little long, but definitely safe and easy. Now I just gotta make it back to Firelink with my fat wallet. Oh hey Griggs, yes, I would like everything. Every single one of Griggs' spells are mine, along with the mighty Bellowing Dragon Crest ring. This ring boosts all sorcery damage output, so it's never coming off, ever, for any reason. Noticing a little bit of a trend with these challenges. Always one ring to rule them all. I had some extra change, so I snatched up Rickard's extra heavy soul arrow too, just for giggles. And since I'm down here, you know what? Let's grab that new Londo Firekeeper soul, baby. Spells adjusted. Soul arrow, great soul arrow, and great heavy soul arrow on the bar now. How many adjectives do we need for one soul arrow? But now it's time to deal with the parish. Stair Balder blasted. I will simply use my massive brain to snipe the channeler through the window. And if these hollows are just going to run into a choke point, I will simply spam soul arrows to kill every single one of them. Backroom Balder blasted again. Knight Lautrec status rescued. But I don't need no stinking sunlight medals this time around. My giant head demands blood. Soul arrowed to death. Another Dark Souls challenge run, another FAP ring. The reality of limited spell castings also applies to sorcery. I gotta head back to a bonfire before I can take on the gargoyles. But that's about as good as it's gonna get. Let's go on the boss world tour. Back up the parish again. One great soul arrow reserved for that Balder, and then I'm cheesing it through. I guess I chose crowd control this time. 11 soul arrows for these hollows, and let's head up to the gargoyles now. Yeah, so 6 great soul arrows later, and that's one gargoyle down. Then 2 great soul arrows, and that's the second one down too. Fight's over in almost exactly 30 seconds. First bell rung, and I'm gonna buy a bunch of homeward bones from Oswald. I feel like I'll need them. But the next stop is Blighttown. Through New Londo and the Drake Valley, and then it's just down the water wheel and I'm resting at that bonfire. But at this exact moment it occurs to me that there's a spell nearby, so I'm heading back up right away. Treading along that tree trunk to find myself the Sealer set and the Remedy spell. I wonder what the lore implications are of these arbitrarily placed items. What does it all mean? But it's time to head back down. Toxic. Aw man, I'm not gonna make it. I will instead choose to sacrifice what's left of my body to snatch up that Firekeeper soul. I'm gonna go ahead and kindle that bonfire and farm a couple of these bugs before Maneater Mildred spawns. I sure hope she doesn't try and eat me, haha. Mildred meets Soul Arrow. Wallet status, fattened up. I'm pumping my attunement for one more spell slot. When you're slogging through the swamp, getting poisoned is inevitable. Remedy can cure my poison, meaning it doesn't matter how many attempts this takes, I'll never run out of poison heals. But if you think I won't demolish Quelaag on my first try with a sorcery build, you have not been paying attention to the literature. Maybe it's doing this directly after Miracles only, so I'm warmed up, but even Great Heavy Soul Arrow feels way faster than Lightning Spear. This fight is absolutely free, just kiting back and forth spamming spells to slay a Spider Woman. Second Bell of Awakening rung. Fair Lady visited for that fast travel location, and Estus reinforced while I'm here. Now it's back across the swamp. I really gotta get my value out of Remedy. I never use this spell ever. In and out of Blighttown in less than 15 minutes. But where am I supposed to go? Oh, this guy's new. Sen's Fortress. Alright, thanks for the story and objective update there, guy. Before I hit up Sen's Fortress, I want to get myself some poise since I'm garbage at video games. I'm off to Darkroot Garden to snag the Elite Knight Armor, and then I'm cheesing it away before I can face any repercussions for my actions. I'm a sorcerer, so Sen's is a snap. The Snake Men can take a beating for sure, but I got more than enough spells for everything that moves in here. Sleeping Snake sniped. Sealer set suited up. The timing on this is no problem, I win every single time. But I gotta boulder blast that wall, and my goodness, that is one large hat. I bet his head's even bigger than mine. Safely securing Sen's Fortress from Snake soldiers all the way up to the top, and bonfire lit. Big jump. Key acquired. Big jump. Oh my god, I actually made it this time? Shortcut unlocked and activated, of course. Boulder blasted, but I'm more interested in that giant up top. Giant tantrum thrown. Get disciplined by my soul arrows, you big baby. Sorcery is such easy pickings, I don't even need to go back. I'll just head straight to Iron Golem. Whew, that damage kinda sucks though. Alright, great heavy soul arrow, get in here. Tee, can't catch me. Iron Golem shot to death, completely riddled with sorcery bullets. Wallet filled up once again. I'm gonna level my intelligence so hard once I get to Anor Londo.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
Come on down to Loco Logan's Wizarding Warehouse. We got soul spears. We got home and soul mass. We got a bunch of garbage you already got. These prices aren't just low, they're loco. Oh my god, I'm gonna consume. Yes, I will join the rewards program, thank you. While I'm here, I may as well go ahead and just become an egg right now. Basic hollows are no match for my boosted soul arrows, and that Black Knight gets absolutely toasted by my new soul spear. All obtained. I hate Asylum Demons, so I'm just gonna fall in on accident. I can definitely win right now, but I'll instead choose to die so I can come back later and really shatter this guy's confidence. Re-egged, then shortcutted to the parish. And then I'm shortcutting to the top of Sen's fortress. Finally, I reached Anor Londo. See? Got a trophy and everything. A gargoyle rematch? I will simply choose Soul Spear and win instantly. Wes, you're finally learning. The Rafter Rampage begins. I will simply trade blows with everything. I almost forgot, I gotta smash that chandelier for a spell. Guardians and Gargoyle demolished, and Bridge dropped. I'm just gonna saunter in and grab that spell and oh god, they're swarming me. Quick, cheese it! Painted World of Ariamis entered. I'm gonna try and be a little bit consistent between these challenges. I'm just gonna rip through, unlock the shortcuts, then complete a grind session. Miracle's only grinding with the Wrath of the Gods is obviously way faster here, but Soul Spear can actually pierce targets. It's definitely a lot slower to grind here since Sorcery has no real AoE spells, but it's still a fast way to get 10,000 souls per run. This was a 40-minute grind, and my final stat block is 20 Vitality, 20 Attunement, and 50 Intelligence. Time to go. I'm just gonna trash this Baronique Knight and then get slaughtered by Hollows. Okay, this time let's actually make it through. As usual, Priscilla gets a temporary pass. I've got some bigger fish to fry. Better make sure to sit at a bonfire because I haven't actually gone through Anor Londo yet. Bonfire activated. But let's give the Firekeeper the business. She's riddled with bullets as soon as that first Soul Spear connects. Didn't stand a chance. I'm learning my lesson. I've got spellcasts out the wazoo, so I may as well actually clear out the gargoyles here to make my life easier. Silver Knight Archer gets a Soul Spear directly to the face. Then he dies to a few more spells before he can throw himself off the balcony to safety. I've got 40 Great Soul Arrows, 4 Soul Spears, and 10 Homing Soul Masses for the Princess's elite guards.
Yeah, we're supposed to be guards. We're guards. We're guards, huh? We're guards. We're guards.
A connected Homing Soul Arrow is strong, but I'm proving once again that I can't dodge at all. And I'm just reinforcing that I'm trash. But 2 more Homing Soul Arrows is all it takes before Ornstein's down for the count. Super Smough time. I've got 4 Soul Spears with his name on them. At least I would if I could learn how to dodge an attack. Smough plows himself right into a Homing Soul Arrow barrage, and that means I win. Heh, amazing chest ahead, but I can always spot a fake. Begone, Queen of Lies! I've got some business to attend to in Darkroot Garden. Smough's soul smashed, and I'm gonna be a good boy this time and purchase the Crest of Artorias. I've been neglecting my spell power. It's high time I picked up the Dust Crown. Dodging past the golems and water blast and it's all clear. As usual, the Hydra's a bit of a problem, especially since I can't reach it this time because sorceries are shorter range than miracles. Oh well, back to old strategies like falling to my death. Take 2, this time I'm free aiming. Pretty obnoxious to deal with, but Soul Spear's power is so high that I don't need to cut all of the heads to kill the Hydra. Now I'm just gonna head westward and clobber that crystal to free Dusk. Then the classic back and forth. Head back, summon Dusk, realize Dusk has a bunch of spells that I actually need to buy. Then I'm heading back to the last headgear I'll ever wear, the Dust Crown. This really emphasizes my colossal cranium. Oh yeah, and it gives me a massive magic power boost. The magic defense down is not a problem. And since I'm here, I may as well finish the Darkroot Garden tour. Straight to Moonlight Butterfly to engage in a wizard duel. 2 Soul Spears connect and that's the fight over. Sorcery really is a joke, honestly. Crest of Artorias used. I ain't even talking to Alvina this time, that's how confident I am. Oh god, they're coming. Quit out. Stone Giant Armor acquired. Oh, what a comfy, cozy little clearing. Wait, hang on, why is there boss music? 3 Soul Spears and Sifts slowly shambling directly into another Homing Soul Mass. Abyss walking is achieved. Hey Frampt, wake up, I got something cool to show you.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
Loco Logan's Wizard and Warehouse is expanding. Check out our new location at the Duke's Archives. Franchise opportunities available now. Whatever, it's like so stupid. I can never resist a deal from Loco Logan's. Whoa, Griggs, you took over the shop? I guess this new franchising is causing some issues with stock, but I will take another Soul Spear and Homing Soul Mass. But you know what else will help me on my journey there, Griggs? Your death? That's the easiest and simplest way to get Hush and the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. I'm just being pragmatic, really, I'm not a monster. Gonna +1 my Estus, then it's off to the Duke's Archives. The obvious patrician's choice since it's the new location of Loco Logan's Wizarding Warehouse. Such a... Wes, that's like the dumbest thing you've ever scripted. Yeah, Logan probably should have chosen a safer location. This is a pretty rough neighborhood. But I'm just yanking your chain. I'm only here for that crystal golem and that broken pendant. We had a brief chat and Dusk let me in on a secret that there's some secret 6 sorceries in Ulasil. So I'm heading back to Darkroot Basin. Ooh, dark portal. God, stop hitting me with these lightning bolts. Can you please stop? Oh, what, you think you can use a big jump on me? Fate stat is sealed. Enjoy your 6 soul spears directly into your tushy. Oh. Yeah, that was a fight, alright. Whoa, dude, is that like a talking mushroom? I got the souls, so I'm gonna buy the last 3 Ulasil sorceries from Elizabeth instead of Dusk. Now it's time to rip through old-timey Ulasil once again. Standard stuff. Nothing I need in here, so it's activating the first shortcut down, and then the second one past Chester since I soul speared my way through. Magic restocked. Let's go, Artorias. Good start. Great start. Greatest start. Okay, I got 1 soul spear off that time. Let's try that again. Alright, this started better, he said, laughing. Homing soul mass damage honestly kinda sucks though. Soul spear is where it's at. That's a big chunk of damage. 2 more soul spears to knock him out of his buff. This might have actually been a mistake. That damage resistance he gets while buffing is pretty significant. But why am I not using soul spears? Past West, get a clue. This is the most prime opportunity to use a soul spear. Another one connects though, and 1 more. Yep, yeah, that was a good dodge. Buffing? Huh, you've made a huge tiny mistake. That's Artorias down on the 2nd attempt. Not super important, but what is important is getting through Ulasil Township. Sorcery has some shady shenanigans for skullduggery. Let's use the slumbering Dragoncrest ring I got from Greasing Griggs, and I'll cast Hidden Body on myself. I'm now silent and invisible. Let's skedaddle. This is without a doubt the best way to get through Ulasil Township. Should remember to do this more often. A leisurely romp through and I've got the key. Now I'm activating that shortcut. I'm out of hidden bodies, but I can simply blow everything. Yeah, what was I thinking? Let's try that again with hidden body active this time. Weird prisoner dude turned into a smear on the ground with my soul spears. And that's every DLC bonfire activated. Hidden body activated once more in the abyss, and I'm simply heading left to grab myself the strongest spell in the game, Dark Bead. But there's more dark sorcery that I want. I just honestly can't remember where to get it. I'll have to do some investigation. Well, first I may as well just grab the pendant since I have cast light. Now, since I'm lit up, I'll just die to these sorcerers. Note to self, hidden body throughout all of Ulasil, all the time. I'm gonna give these clowns the dark bead. Revenge obtained. Chest open, and that's not the spell I was after. I'll take it though. Alright, the one I want is hanging from the ceiling, isn't it? Back up to where I grabbed that key. Let's kill that sorcerer and smash the chain. Drop down and picked up, that's it, Dark Fog. This was the entire reason for this time-traveling excursion. Lord's Blade Chiaran is here, so she can taste the dark bead. Oh boy, that is really strong. I'll go ahead and activate Calamite since I'm here. Body status, burninated. And Mr. Goff, would you please shoot down that dragon? All Ulasil errands complete. Now I can finally head to Loco Logan's Wizarding Warehouse's new location. I mean, the Duke's Archives, of course. Ripping up to find Seath the Scaleless. More like Seath the Skillless. Well, clearly this guy can't take a joke. None of my sorceries can get through these bars, but Dark Fog creates a disgusting brab cloud with one final bassy booty bomb. That's right, I did the entire DLC early for one joke and also to avoid the stamp. Pisaka's poached, snake slain, and music muffled. Hidden Body helped me once again. Alright, it does nothing, very cool. And wow, Dark Orb is super mediocre. Oh god, I'm trapped in between these chairs. Thank god I could blast my way out though. Bonfire lit. Time to shuffle some staircases so I can shift that shelf. There is a hidden sorcery in here, and once again, I'm actually not sure where it is. Oh, that looks like it could be it. I guess not. Oh well, shortcut unlocked. Chest open for the giant cell key. Time to backtrack all the way back to where I came from. And I have to rest here because otherwise I'm gonna run out of spellcasts. Oh, Pisak is destroyed, and giant door opened. The store's not open yet. Oh, come on, dude, I came all the way here. But as a concession, there's a bonus Firekeeper soul for this sorcery-only playthrough. I can't warp from that bonfire, so it's hoofing it back all the way down to the Duke Archives bonfire, obliterating every single one of these crystal hollows with Darkbeat along the way, and this chair specifically. Loco Logan's new location is finally open, but these are some insane prices, my guy. I'll have to come back once I fatten up my wallet by getting some revenge on Seath the Skillless. Crystal Cave's status splunked. This time I'll actually try and deal with these land clams though. At least a couple of them. And they all got through anyways. Very cool. Immortality status destroyed, and uh-oh. That damage actually really sucks. I hope I have enough spellcast to clear him. Ah, pranked ya. I will simply spam all of my spells and finish him with soul spears. I had 10 dark orbs left in the tank. Easy game, easy life with sorcery. Fat wallet obtained. I'll smash a slew of souls too, and that's all new sorceries bought from Loco Logan's Wizarding Warehouse. Let's just +1 my Estus real quick and head back to see if there's anything new in stock. Who am I? Bro, I'm a rewards club member. Why would he be so rude to me? I'm gonna file a complaint, and he's gone. Now I'm really mad. I'm headed to the corporate office to file this complaint in person. I feel like I've walked into something that I shouldn't have. Stay back, no means no. I had to defend myself, you all saw it. Ooh, big hat. Ooh, new sorcery. But I think it's time to finally hunt down that hidden sorcery in the archives. Alright, it was right here, right by the main way to unlock the bookshelf. Just up instead of down. And that didn't unlock a trophy. What sorceries am I even missing? Oh well, I've got Abyss Walking and all the best damaging sorceries, so I'm finishing out the rest of the game. Under normal circumstances I would choose Pacifism, but I've got a Transient Curse, and I'm gonna make all of these ghosts suffer final death. Take this, Ghost House, get dark-beated and die again, and stay dead forever. Oh look, it's Ingward, a fellow sealer. Oh, looks like he's got the last sorcery. Resist Curse obtained. Confirmed all sorceries acquired. Wisdom of a huge-headed sage unlocked. Key to the seal obtained and then used to unseal said seal. But I'm out of spells. Restocked and it's re-down to New Londo and the 4 Kangs. Standard stuff as usual. Fat Ring shattered for Abyss Walking and Stone Giant armor on. This should not be a problem. And oh boy, First King absolutely obliterated with Darkbead. 2 castings to waste him and 1 more for bonus damage on its dying corpse. Second King's more of the same. Only a sliver of health left for number 3. Sorcery's pretty easy, to no one's surprise. I think it's time for a little bit of a boss battle rapid fire roundup. I skipped Taurus Demon and you know how this is gonna go. A single Darkbead directly to the face and that's it. I'm out of here. The exact same outcome for the lowly Capra Demon. Poise tanked with the stone armor and Darkbeaded to an instant victory. Depths unlocked, may as well let it ride right down the slide to Gaping Dragon. Double Darkbead to down a dragon. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother doing all bosses at this point. Become Egg 2, the sequel. The simplest way to take on the Stray Demon is to trash him with multiple castings of Darkbead. Just kidding. And I didn't rest at a bonfire, so let's head all the way back to the asylum. Let's actually rest this time, just for insurance reasons. Why are all of my soul spears whiffing? God, I hate this boss so much, it's unreal, bros. 3rd time's the charm. Ha, you only singed the hairs off my butthole with that explosion. God, are you serious? I can't stand this boss for real, bros. New plan, screw dodging, I'm going in and just spamming Darkbead right off the bat. Oh, look at that, I won. Plump Rump Dumper number 2 defeated. Painted World time. May as well do a quick test with White Dragon Breath on the Undead Phalanx. You know, for science. Seems decent, probably one of the faster ways to power grind with sorcery, but if you have White Dragon Breath, you already passed the hardest content anyways. Priscilla time. Let's prime up a Crystal Homing Soul Mass and get ready to Darkbead. Oh god, it went off. Alright. I'll simply shoot Darkbeads at the footsteps and win. Easy game, easy life. How fortuitous! Leaving the Painted World has put us directly in front of the Dark Moon Tomb. Almost like this was perfectly planned. Time to get some revenge on those Covenant shenanigans from last time. Okay, yeah, this first run always ends in failure. And whoops, I forgot to rest at the bonfire and this one's out because I killed the Firekeeper. And the bridge is lowered. I sure as hell ain't ripping through the rafters again. This is the worst sorcery-only run ever. I'm gonna run all the way to the Duke's Archives, warp to Dark Moon Tomb, and rest there this time. Whew, big yikes. There's the Arrow Barrage. 2 point-blank Darkbeads and it's over. Sure, I'm glad I had to do all that runaround. After all that nonsense, I need to get myself an easy win, so it's off to the Catacombs. Stoned out of my gourd, with Cast Light and Hidden Body on the spell bar. I'm taking this safety bonfire, not gonna make the same mistake twice. Hidden Body's on. Double drop into drop again. The sweet sound of silence. No bone wheels beelining for my butthole this time. Double Darkbead destruction and I got a Mask of the Mother. These giant skeletons are no match for me. I will simply cast light and explode these skeletons' bodies with dark magic. I know the way. You just run along the right side and never turn around for anything ever. Pinwheels pranced past and I'm in with Darkbead primed. Why are screams echoing all around me? What, 4 in a row? Seriously? Finally, I'm close enough to... A grab from that far away? This is the worst Nito fight of my life. Get Darkbeated half a dozen times and suffer final death, idiot. There's just a little bit of solace in knowing that there's some content before I have to inevitably fight Bed of Chaos. Ceaseless Discharge is prematurely interrupted from his eternal goon sash to the realities of life with his inevitable death. You really should have finished there, buddy. You missed the best part. Lava status rescinded. I'm sprinting down to wreck that worm, and then it's off to Plump Rump Dumper Demon number 3. Yeah, that's really how all of these fights should go at this point in the game. I don't know why Stray Demon is always so awful. Straight down to Centipede Demon now. Oh, come on, buddy. Just walk a little bit closer. You know you want to. He's sitting just out of range. Well, I guess I'm running over here to bait him closer. Okay, he's finally moving, and now I can just get grabbed. What? Back-to-back grabs? And he's gone? And now his health bar is 0. Listen, I had absolutely no intentions of doing this glitch, and clearly I wouldn't need to, but it happened anyways. I was seriously waiting to bait him closer so I could just bust him up with Dark Bead. Guess it does go to show that this can actually happen during casual play, since it happened to a casual such as myself. But now it's time for the worst part of the game, bar none. Magma Marathon complete and Bonfire rested at. The Witch of Izalith is obliterated by Dark Bead. And oh look, it's Kirk, Knight of Thorns. Dude, imagine being Kirk, Knight of Thorns. Just imagine. Time to rip the band-aid off and deal with Bed of Chaos. I wonder if Hidden Body and the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring will help. Left side down, but I'm homeward boning to get myself another level with these Kirk souls. Time for the right side. Hidden Body, show me your power. Oh, what a surprise, it does absolutely nothing. Why did I choose today to go left side? I always go right side first. But victory in this fight is inevitable. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna take ya. Finally, I ate a hit, but managed to stay in position to belly flop myself onto the branch underneath. A direct Dark Bead to the face, and that's Bed of Chaos down. Honestly, my patience with Bed of Chaos is running pretty thin. It's definitely tarnishing my enjoyment of these playthroughs. But the DLCs and Gwyn are all that's left. The DLCs are all set up and ready to go. It's just a straight shot back to Calamite, dropping directly into his claws. The Miracle's only practice has definitely helped, as does the much faster casting of Soul Spear. Calamite gave me a super generous pattern too. He used almost exclusively Flame Breaths, which lets me spam pretty much all of my Crystal Soul Spears and Dark Beads directly into his body. The fight's over in under a minute, and was totally free as a result. Not that I'm complaining. Now it's off to the Abyss and Manus again. I'll quickly kindle this bonfire to the max, just in case, but if this goes anything like Calamite, I will simply be ecstatic. Yeah, great start there, buddy. I do have to stand a little bit closer than in Miracles only, but the faster cast times really feel significant. Back-to-back Dark Magic. Of course, my one weakness. How could he have known? Round 2, let's try that again. An even better start this time, whiffing my Soul Spear and getting pancaked. I know Dark Bead sucks on Manus, so I brought some alternatives. Well, these suck because they aren't Soul Spears. Oh, Dark Magic again, how thrilling. You know what? I've neglected my Catalyst. I know I should have been able to get one somewhere. Finally, my Loco Logan's Wizarding Warehouse rewards program pays out. Logan Catalyst acquired. It's stronger, not by a ton, but power is power. That's just the trick I needed. Crystal Soul Spears on Manus, and he's already chunked to 50%, which means Dark Magic. It's okay, I'll just heal on what, another one? FromSoft, please. At least he gave me a little bit of a breather, but I'm almost out of Soul Spears. Okay, very cool. A point-blank Dark Magic barrage. Thankfully, I've got just enough vitality to survive. And I also have just enough Soul Spears to finish the job. God bless you, Loco Logan's rewards program. Yeah, so all in, Calamite and Manus took less time than Bed of Chaos. Who would have thunk? I feel a compulsion to slurp down this Soul of Manus for one more level, but wait. I said I'd get every single spell. Back to the Asylum one final time, and I'm trading that Soul of Manus to the Crows for the Pursuer's spell. True, all magic obtained. You do only need the base game spells for the trophy, but I got all the DLC spells too. I checked. Elizabeth, I saved Dusk. You gotta give me my shroom fix. Time to finish out this challenge with a bang. Let's see how Pursuers does. Whoa, what, dude? 2 attunement slots? Not a chance, bro. I've got more than enough spell cast, so I'm stoning up and blasting homing Crystal Soul Masses at all these Black Knights in the Kiln. Mad Mushroom Munchin' and let's trash Gwyn. 1 Dark Bead? 2 Dark Beads? 3 Dark Beads? 4 Dark Beads! It's like the worst count impression ever, Wes. Very good. Oh, and I finished right next to the exit. Dark Lord ending it is. Game status complete. Wait a second, holy hell, did I actually complete the challenge without a red loser stamp? Yeah, I did. It finally happened, guys! Dark Souls using exclusively Sorcery was completed in a very speedy 6 hours, 49 minutes, and 37 seconds. Almost twice as fast as Miracles only. That really shouldn't be that surprising if you're in the know. Sorcery is consistently strong across the board in Dark Souls. Unlike Miracles, Sorcery comes online almost immediately. You can grab extra soul arrows right out the gate for 60 castings after getting to Firelink Shrine. That should have you situated until you can free Griggs, which gets you even better spells and access to the Bellowing Dragoncrest Ring. 20,000 souls is a lot early game, but it's a bargain for the power spike it grants, and it's used for the rest of the playthrough. Once you're outfitted with Griggs' wares, you can just rush to Logan by beating Gargoyles and Quelaag. Once you've got Soul Spear, all bets are off. You're trashing whatever comes your way. It's easy to forget this, but sorceries are actually just really easy to use too. They are way faster to go off than Miracles and have more castings. They're also not Covenant locked, so you can actually take a sorcery build into New Game Plus and get more castings of your favorite spells like Crystal Soul Spear and Dark Bead to continue scaling. Not that I really care about any of that. New game only for me. The only real downside is that the spells are pretty much single target only, outside of a few like White Dragon Breath. I opted to grind in the Painted World of Ariamis not because I needed to, but because I wanted to try and have some consistency between these challenges. An hour of grinding for a playthrough of Dark Souls is not unreasonable to set yourself up for success for the rest of the run. I'm not a speedrunner, at least not anymore. Chances are you're also not a speedrunner, so there's no reason to suffer like a speedrunner suffers. Sorcery doesn't really need any grinding. It's so absurdly strong throughout the entirety of the game. It was so strong, in fact, I went out of my way to make it harder on myself by doing half the DLC before getting Crystal Sorceries from Logan. This was almost entirely for Dark Fog, so I could kill that one man-serpent in the Duke's Archives. I was desperate to get at least one challenge run without that red stamp of shame, and you know, one more fart joke in. The red stamp is funny, so I will definitely continue to put it in videos though. I actually would have liked to kill the Centipede Demon the correct way, but I'm chalking that up to bad luck. Honestly, that glitch is actually something that could just happen to a casual player. It happened to me, and it could happen to you too! Surprisingly, the utility spells were pretty nice to have. Cast Light removes the need for a Sunlight Maggot in Tomb of the Giants. Then, having Hidden Body with the Slumbering Dragoncrest Ring makes getting through Ulasil Township basically free. Genuinely nice to get some value out of those sorceries. I'll keep the Slumbering Dragoncrest Ring in mind moving forward. Was low-key super useful, not gonna lie, for real. Yeah, so in terms of clear times and ease, sorceries are currently winning over Miracles. But what about the humble Pyromancer from the Great Swamp? Tune in next time for Can You Beat Dark Souls using exclusively Pyromancy on Backlog Buster Challenger. Thanks for watching Backlog Buster. My Patreon supporters get a super exclusive double thank you. Thank you to all of the Patreon supporters of Backlog Buster. You're greatly helping me continue to make videos and not get made destitute by Adobe. Somebody has to pay the multi-million-dollar corporation. If you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe to the channel so you never miss another one. If you want to continue to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon. You can also check out the various playlists for more content. There's one for Classic Backlog Buster, one for Backlog Buster Challenger for gaming challenge videos, and Backlog Buster Platinum Hits for going for 100% completion and platinum trophies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.